Oh, okay. Hey everyone, David here. You've probably noticed I haven't uploaded anything in a long time, and I'm going to get to that in a bit. But first, I did want to celebrate a huge milestone that I'm really excited about. So here's what happened. I finally received the Nintendo Switch physical copies from Strictly Limited Games. Thank you guys. I'm so excited to open this, and I wanted to share it with all of you because this is kind of like the capstone or like the pivotal ending moment in my indie game journey with the first tree. And I never thought I'd see my game on a Nintendo console. Like truly, like a lot of gamers out there, I was like a 5-year-old playing Super Mario Brothers, and it inspired so much of everything that I love to this day, creatively and professionally. So to hold a Nintendo game that I made in my hands, I'm really excited. This is the ending of a long journey. And it's also fitting that this is the last thing I'll do for the first tree, because Nintendo Switch is where this game found its largest audience. It's where it resonated with most of you. And it's the reason I became a full-time indie developer. It's because of Nintendo Switch. So I did want to give my most heartfelt thanks to Kirk Scott at Nintendo, Benedict Breich at Strictly Limited Games, and of course Matt Ty at Do Games, who helped port it and pass certification. Thank you so much to everyone who supported this. And it's a gift I'll hold on to for literally the rest of my life. So without further ado, let's get unboxing. Should really get some scissors. Oh man. It's hard to see, but there's so many copies of the game in there. I can't believe this is it. This is the deluxe version. Oh my goodness. I worked with designers to make this happen, but the designers at Strictly Limited Games, they did amazing. Thank you everyone who worked on this. This means so much to me. That is so cool. This is not the special limited edition, but just the normal limited edition. Oh, that's cool. This story ends at the beginning of life. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. I just looking at it and I don't believe it. It's humbling, truly. I'm kind of shaking right now just looking at it. Wow. That seriously blows my mind. Okay, I have a few copies in here that I'm going to keep for posterity's sake, maybe give them away to close friends and family. But I'm going to open up this one right here. This is the Deluxe Super Special Edition, Pro Controller compatible. I had to do that in rewired asset in Unity, but it was worth it. I love my Switch Pro controller. Okay, you ready? Oh my gosh. Oh, the soundtrack. Oh, a beautiful sticker. That's pretty cool. This is really special. The soundtrack, as you guys know, I licensed it through a stock music website. Amazing, generous composer named Josh Kramer. But I don't own the rights to the music. And so I emailed Josh saying, would you be interested in licensing your music to a deluxe edition of the game? Because this has never existed in physical form, this soundtrack. And this artwork was commissioned by Mana Wave Media, who did the vinyl release of the soundtrack. So they had to work together with us to make it work, and they were so generous. Oh, this is amazing. I love it. Love that watercolor art. Thank you to everyone who worked on this. This is amazing. Oh, this is the coolest one. A really generous artist named Wendy helped make this little acrylic art standee. Then you get the game, of course. There, you saw that already. And then I helped put together these postcards. Oh man, there's so much stuff in here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these are the same screenshots. Oh. And then they made a notepad. How cool is that? I'll have to use that somewhere. And then a poster. There was a poster in the PlayStation 4 version, which that was limited run games. And now we have another poster. Oh, that's cool. How's that? Does that look pretty cool? And then this I made to celebrate the announcement of the console release. I just had the idea. It literally hit me while I was in the shower. That's that idea of the two stories and the fox above, and then the story of Joseph below the fox. I should open this up, right? Should we check out the inside and the cartridge, a Nintendo cartridge for my game. Oh, it blows my mind. Oh my gosh. Check this out. I was the kind of kid that had like the nice Game Boy case with meticulously organized Game Boy games, and I carried it everywhere I went. And I was so proud of my cartridge collection for Game Boys. And just thinking somebody could have my game in their like Switch container, it just blows my mind. I'm holding this in my hands and it feels great. It's like I've come to the end of a long journey. But it also solidifies something I felt for a while. I'm ready to say goodbye to this. And I'm ready to say goodbye to all the life events that came with it. Because I've been working on this since 2016. And I'm also ready to say goodbye to this YouTube channel, Games I've Unlocked. Or at least I'm ready to say goodbye to it in its current iteration. Actually, 8 months ago, I already said goodbye in a blog post I wrote. And not a lot of people saw it, and they've been confused why I haven't been uploading things. And so I did want to be perfectly clear, and that's why I wanted to upload this video. I won't repeat everything in that blog post, but to sum it up, at the height of the pandemic, at the height of me starting a business by myself, at the height of my parenting responsibilities, something broke inside me. I actually went to therapy for the first time in my life, and something needed to change because it wasn't sustainable with YouTube and my online course, and with being like taking the weight of my business onto my shoulders and also the weight of everybody who needed my help. Something needed to change. And basically the way I felt was that I was setting myself on fire to keep everyone warm. I was actually really angry at myself that I couldn't do what was expected of me to help all these people. And so I withdrew. I enlisted my email address from the internet. I hired an employee to help me with all the customer support for my online course. And I stopped checking all forms of social media. I was so burnt out that these creative things that have brought me so much joy since I was 12, like making videos and making mods for games, they made me sick to my stomach. I had to force myself to work, and I felt aimless and purposeless, and I was angry at all these people on the internet who I helped them and I gave in to their demands, and then they would insult me for not helping them more. And so I withdrew 8 months ago, and I started taking it easier. I started really taking a sabbatical of sorts, which was sorely needed because I was burnt out working on the first tree in 2017 because I made a game in 2015. I was working full time. I had a baby, and I still kept making stuff. And I did it because it brought me a lot of joy, but there's always these expectations to keep going and be like, okay, now you got to get it on consoles. Now you got to speak at GDC. Now you got to make a YouTube channel, and you got to teach everybody. And I didn't set boundaries for myself is what I'm learning. And I'm trying to understand my burnout more and taking it easy because you can heal from burnout, but it takes time. It's like you're in a boat full of water and you just have to bail out the water with a bucket, and you have to keep going and going, and it takes time. There's no other way around it. And there's been things that have helped me learn and understand my burnout more. And I've been trying to do a lot of research, including reading lots of books. There was a talk by Tom Scott about parasocial relationships and the way the internet is engineered. And it helped me learn why being a YouTuber or live streaming to an audience, why that wasn't compatible with my personality as much as I thought. And then there was another amazing article I read by Peter Levels, who talks about, if you click on his contact page, there's a blog post saying why I'm unreachable and why you should be too. And just reading that really brought comfort to me that I wasn't crazy, but that the internet is this amazing tool of reaching almost unlimited amounts of people, but that as humans, we have finite energy levels and finite capacities to help everybody, which was humbling to me. I was worried if I actually was a good person. I was worried that I was being a hypocrite to my religious beliefs I held dear. I was worried that maybe I really just at the end of the day was a selfish, spoiled white guy. Those are the thoughts that ran across my mind. I didn't care about myself. I didn't love myself. I was lost pretty much. But there was one quote I found just like a couple months ago that really like put things into place for me. And it's from an unknown college professor. And after I heard this, it did make me feel a lot better about what I need to do and how to take care of myself in the future. He said, "We all have a little bit of I want to save the world in us. Just know that it's okay if you only save one person, and it's okay if that one person is you." And I'm learning I need to focus on saving myself a bit more. I've learned the past couple years that I'm not really a YouTuber. I'm just not. It's not in my wheelhouse. I don't particularly like being on the camera, but I do love helping people. And that's when this opportunity to have a viral YouTube channel and people like cared what my experiences were. That's why I spoke at GDC and people came up to me asking for advice. I've never had that happen before. And I wanted to help everybody I could, but I was realizing that I just have finite amounts of energy, and it was burning me out, and it made me feel bad. It was this bad spiral of self-hatred and not being good enough to help the people who really needed you. And then add in the complexities of having to run a profitable business. And I don't want to paint myself too much of a martyr, but I do think I owe it to myself to be honest with how I was feeling. I did come to the realization that I have a choice. Like, I can choose to live the life I want to live, even if that means not being able to save the world in my mind. And that I realize that my happiness matters, which is honestly something I didn't believe. Even like a year ago, I didn't believe that. I felt I should be a martyr because that's the right thing to do, is to help the world and to sacrifice yourself. But I'm also realizing that I matter too. And that also I want to be the best husband and father I can to the people that are most important to me in my life. So I realized YouTube wasn't for me. And for some people it is. Like, if they love it, it's their passion. They love the grind. They love trying to like trump the algorithm and try to like make great content that stands out. But it's a burnout factory. I feel so bad for all these content creators that are putting their all into this machine to try to make a living. And then when you do get a viral video, it's not enough money to live off of. You have to keep trying to game the algorithm constantly and trying to make clickbait and try to keep it going no matter at any cost, if that makes sense. And it just wasn't for me. Like, I had lost my passion for storytelling, and that's truly what I love, and that's what I'm proud of in this YouTube channel. Is like, I did tell my story because I'm a storyteller. That's truly what I love, is storytelling, and I miss it. I haven't told a story I wanted to tell in a long time, but I want that to change, and so that's why I'm sunsetting this version of the YouTube channel. I fully intend for the next video I upload to be a trailer for my next game. And I'm proud of what I did on this channel, and it's all thanks to you. Like, huge thanks to everyone who's been watching. Huge thanks to Thomas Brush, who gave me so many shout outs and really helped me grow this channel, helped me grow Game Dev Unlocked. Thank you, Thomas. Thanks to so many people that have believed in me. Unity reached out a lot, Epic Games reached out a lot, and I really appreciate all the support I've received from them. And I'm happy with where this has gone. Like, I always dreamed of reaching 100,000 subscribers. I've actually been uploading to YouTube since 2006. And it was a dream to get that silver play button that you can kind of see behind my shoulders. And it fills me with pride seeing that, because I love video editing. I love telling stories, even if it's my own story and it makes me a little uncomfortable. It gives me stage fright. But I'm proud of what happened, and I'm especially proud of all the students who joined Game Dev Unlocked, the online school I made. And thank you so much. Like, I'm so glad I get to know you guys, and I'll still be around helping you on the Discord server and everything. But I'm very proud of the games I've seen you guys make. I'm proud of like the jobs that you guys have obtained in your fields, because, and I'm like, I wish I could have helped more. But I just seen your success stories with the people who started making their very first games and releasing them. It makes me truly feel like it wasn't for nothing, and that it was worth it for this long journey of creating a YouTube channel and creating Game Dev Unlocked. So thank you to all who've supported the channel and the online school. So now you're probably asking, what's next? What's next for David? And did this sabbatical even work? Because I disconnected about 8 months ago. And the good news is I've never been happier or more at peace. Like truly, I'm so happy, and I'm focusing on my family, and I'm focusing on a project that I'm super excited about. In fact, I've started making stuff just for me without the expectation of releasing it or monetizing it. I bought a MIDI keyboard, and I just plugged it into my computer, and I started composing music with piano and strings. And it was honestly, like, it sounds corny, but just making that song for me and for my wife, I showed it to my wife, and that's probably all I'll show it to, but like just making that song like it soothed my soul. And I realized like that's what makes me happy, is making stuff and making stuff for me. And I do love sharing it with the world, but there's a balance there, right? And I'm trying to find a better balance with that in my life. My passion for storytelling is also coming back slowly as I heal from the burnout and from working myself to the bone since like 2015. And I'm so excited for this game idea. It's hard for me to explain it. And it's pretty different from the first tree, but in some ways it's pretty similar. And I'm also realizing I can't make this game by myself anymore. That's not what I want. It doesn't make me happy. I'm done being a solo developer. So like, what is the next big goal? Like, what's the next big dream to chase for me? And I want to start a studio. Like, I want to make games with my friends who I love and respect, and make cool stuff together and have a good time. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm talking now to potential partners for my game on how to make this new game a reality. So it will be a while, but I'm going to release a trailer of this game on this YouTube channel, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. And I'm hoping I can do it in the studio environment that I always dreamed of making. With all that said, I especially want to thank you for watching these videos. It's meant the world to me that I can make this my full-time job. And I've tried my best to talk to all of you, and I hope you understand where I'm at this point in my life. But I'm so excited to keep communicating and sharing my stories with you in different ways other than YouTube. I want to keep communicating with all of you and sharing my life through games. And I might make videos again one day. It's possible. Like, I won't never say never, because I do love video editing. I do love filmmaking. But like, I'm ready for a new change. I'm ready for the next big adventure. And I wish you all the best. I wish you guys so much luck with your projects. I've tried to help you guys the most I can. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to finish your projects. And I'm super excited to see what kind of success stories. I'm super excited to see even the lessons you learn from failures, because that's inevitable. Like, there will be failures, and learning from it is what will set you apart from everyone else. And I hope if you guys see me at PAX or GDC, I hope you say hello. I'd love to meet you guys, because I do. I care about all of you, and I want to see you all succeed. So yeah, I will be around, but I wish you well. I'm excited to work on this game and to disconnect from YouTube, but thank you for watching. Thanks for supporting this channel, and I wish you all the luck in the world on your game dev journey.